When you come to me telling me you finally opened your eyes, by then I'll be long gone. You could've made it with me, yeah. By then I'll be long gone. You could've made it with me. Now you're just the words to a song.
Hey, we're up. Viagra. What's good, guys? I know it's been a minute since we did this. Happy to be back up and running. Moe-T and I moved from out west back to Michigan, so we've been kind of getting ourselves set up back here with the studio and whatnot, setting up shop, and we're back at it. I've been recording, we've been working hard, and I want to take some of your questions. I know I've been a little MIA lately as far as material and just talking to all you guys, so I'm here. Let's make sure for the questions, instead of using YouTube, because those scroll so damn fast, go on Twitter, follow me at Packy Raps, and use the hashtag AskPack to ask your questions. We'll throw the question up, I'll answer them, and we'll keep it moving for a decent amount of time here. We got a little time. But yeah, I guess let's get into it. Will there be another single before the next project drops? Yeah, good question. Definitely. I've been working hard in the studio lately. Got a lot of music stacked up. I'm just kind of in a place right now where I don't even know exactly what the next project is going to look like. I'm just making a bunch of music and having fun with it and staying in a real creative place. And but the one thing I do know is I'm going to start putting out some music, just giving you guys random singles and stuff to vibe to that isn't necessarily a single from the next project or a single from the album or whatever. It's just music. I just want to give you guys free music. I've been off the mat for a little bit, and I'm ready to start putting some stuff out. So no exact timetable, but I would say you can expect to hear some new music from me hopefully about a month from now, and then we'll keep it rolling from there. What's your favorite part about being on the road? Man, I love being out on the road. I mean, really, and this isn't just saying it, but my favorite part is meeting you guys face to face, because all I ever get to do is, you know, tweet at you guys and stuff like that, and that's cool. I like doing that, but there's just something about being able to meet your fans face to face, people that listen to your music, relate to your lyrics and stuff, and be able to talk to them about it, like how a certain song affected them, or even matching, you know, Twitter names to faces, like, oh, have you seen me? I'm so-and-so on Twitter, and then they come to the show, they vibe out to the music. That's definitely my favorite part. And then aside from that, it's just an experience, man, like going with your friends out on the road for a month, like every day, a new city. You get to see so much of the country and see every city in the damn nation, and it's something that people don't get to do, and you get to do it with your friends and do it through your music, which is what you love to do. And so it's an experience. I love being out on the road. Who is doing this month's Spec 16? Cyrus is. We did the Cypher one. He did the last one. He's going to do this one. We're going to try to get him into the swing of things while I work on my next project. He'll do this one, maybe even the next one. But like I said, I'll be dropping music, just not the Spec 16. If you could collab with any artist, who would it be? Right now, someone I'm listening to a lot is GoldLink. I don't know if you guys mess with him or not, or have heard of him. He's super dope. I always give, like, obviously there's dream collabs like Kanye and Drake and stuff, but I feel like I get that question a lot and I give similar answers. So someone who I'm listening to a lot right now is GoldLink, and he's just a unique guy. I feel like would be tight on a track. I feel like could vibe together, make something dope. Any favorite basketball player? I mean, See, this is the problem because I was a Steph Curry fan before last year, and now saying Steph Curry is super cliche. So, but I mean, he's definitely my favorite hooper. I like KD, but yeah, Steph Curry's my favorite. The dude's just fun to watch. What's your favorite part about being back in Michigan? Man, definitely getting to see my family and friends. It was a long time coming. One of the reasons we're back here is just being around the fam and friends and seeing all of them again. It's just cool to be back around things that you know and people you came up with and stuff. So the weather's been dope as hell here this summer too. Summer in Michigan, you can't really beat it. So I've been enjoying that. I'm sure things will change once the winter comes around, but maybe we can get down south or out west for that a little bit. When will you guys tour with Cyrus? Man, all right, I'll give you the long version. We wanted to set up. We toured in the spring/summer this year, and we wanted to try to set up something for the fall. And we're working to try to get Cyrus to be a part of that, like a tour. And long story short, we decided against it for now, the tour in general. We need to put the music first, and when you're out on the road, especially for us independent artists who, we don't have a studio tour bus or anything like that, the music kind of gets put on the back burner when you're on the road. And since we were on the road for a long time, and with the move, spring, summer, we decided to put off a fall tour. But the idea would be when I headline tour next, which I hesitate to throw anything out there because I don't want to say something that's not true, but I would guess maybe spring. If I headline, the idea would be to bring Cyrus along as support. But there's just a lot of hoops to jump through as far as that goes. Like I said, we're independent artists, and it's not the easiest thing in the world to go hit the road, but we will, and I want to do it probably in the spring, I would guess. Will there be a new studio tour at the MI crib? Yeah, Moe-T's bowling. I remember he did that first studio tour out west, and he said he had a part 2 coming, and I don't think he ever did it.
Yo.
Big bullshitter. But yeah, I don't see why not. We're still kind of in a little bit of transition with the studio. We got it up and working where I can record and everything, but it's not like the dopest area yet. We're still kind of transitioning. So as soon as we get that up and running, yeah, I'll get on him. I'll make sure that he does that for you guys. When does inspiration hit you? Is it spontaneous, or do you sit in a special place to write? Good question. I wish I could just sit in a special place to write. It's spontaneous for me. I know it's different for a lot of people. Like, I was just talking to Cyrus a few minutes ago about how, even our two processes are so different. And neither one is right, neither one is wrong. It's just different. As far as inspiration goes, for me, it's spontaneous. I will say there's a certain level of work ethic to it where it isn't just sit around and hope you get inspired. You do have to go sit down and be like, all right, this beat I like, I'm going to go right to this. And even if it doesn't come to you right away or you're not feeling it, stick it out. At the very least, you'll get some lines, some ideas. I'm always taking notes and things that will help spark some inspiration when I do sit down and write. So, yeah, in general, it's spontaneous, but I do try to every day sit down and write whether I'm feeling it or not, because there's a certain amount of work that just needs to be done and certain things you can do to help yourself along. For me. Are you going to collab with anyone in the future? Anyone we might know of? I did a lot of collaborating on my last project, Same Difference. I'm not necessarily trying to stay away from it for my next one, but I'm also not going after it. I made a concerted effort to get some features on the last one. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm always down for, natural collaborations. I'm always going to be working with Cyrus. Whether it be a collaboration or not, we're going to help each other out, you know, in the studio. And I got a song that I might be putting out pretty soon that's got an artist on it called Polyester the Saint. He's from the West Coast. I don't know if many of you guys, if you know Dom Kennedy, you might know him. They work together a lot. But yeah, I'm not gonna go feature heavy, but certain things will always be in the mix. You'll see some artists, but it'll be a more natural thing. Best and worst experience at a live show. Wow, that is tough. Best experience, I'm gonna say, and Moe-T, if something pops up in your mind, let me know. I would say something that stands out for me was when we moved away from Michigan and moved out to LA. We did like a little going away show at our local venue here, and it was like the first time that I ever noticed like fans at one of my shows. Like, I've always had supportive friends and like just friends that like my music and friends that support me and people I know through them that come out, and we just, you know, it's a big party, you get people out and it's fun. But some way or another, I know most of the people that are there. The going away show, like over 2 years ago now, was the first time I was like, wow, we actually have fans. Like, this is pretty cool. And the meet and greet, we had a meet and greet line and things like that, which I had never had before, because I had only done local shows and just for my friends and things. So that was pretty cool. Worst show experience, man. Obviously there's always like the janky promoters and stuff like that, which I won't even go into that. Back in the day, I forgot my lines one time. I was spitting some like a cappella thing, and I just totally forgot my lines. And normally I can like freestyle it and finish it, where even if it's not like the dopest freestyle ever, it's not the most awkward thing ever. But I think I just like stopped this one. Yeah, what Moe-T was saying is like being independent and being, you know, small artists still. We're not doing huge venues, you know, we're doing bar venues when we tour, and so it's always, you never know what you're going to get as far as the sound guys and the venue and stuff. Some are super cool and good at their job, and some would rather be anywhere else in the world but doing that, and so they're not very helpful, and you get some janky sound and stuff. So it's always interesting when we're on the road these days. But yeah, we've had some experiences for sure. What is your favorite album of yours? Ooh. I'll just take that as favorite project, so I'll include the mixtapes, obviously, because Parlay is the only album. But man, that's tough. I mean, I'd probably have to say the Parlay being the only album, just because it was definitely, I think, the most personal project I've ever made. Music-wise, there's just so much about each one of those that like had their own place for me, and I like them all. But the Parlay was the first one that I was able to like sit back and touch on a lot of things that I wouldn't have touched on if I didn't feel comfortable that I was going to be doing music for a while, because I was just going to school, getting my degree and stuff while I was making Familiar with Floss and about that life. And so with the Parlay, I felt comfortable in my skin as an artist, and I also, even moving away from Michigan, like I felt like there were certain things I could touch on that were a little more personal, that I didn't have to deal with on a personal level every day because I was just around it so much. So I'd say the Parlay. Let's see, where did you and Moe-T meet? Well, Jacob, we are brothers. So Moe-T's 2 years older than I am, so met him probably a few seconds after I came out of the womb. It was lit. Next project, will it be a mixtape or an album? Good question. I've gone back and forth on that probably 3 or 4 times in the last few months. And I just came to the decision that I'm just going to make the best music I can with no goal in mind and just be in a creative space with it, and just kind of let it shape how it's going to shape. And I'm definitely happy with the music, how it is right now, how it's coming. I'll give you guys, we always like to do something special for you guys that tune into the stream, so I'll play you like a verse of something I've been working on the other day or something in a minute. It's not like mixed and mastered or anything. I just recorded it, so we'll play you something. But yeah, I'm just free flowing right now, making dope ass music. Can't wait to share it with you guys. I don't know exactly what form it's gonna be in, but whatever it is, we'll do it right. I promise. Drake or Meek Mill, man, that's been taking over the internet, huh? I mean, Drake, obviously. Meek Mill got absolutely bodied. I don't know what he was doing. I mean, I like Meek Mill's album is dope as hell, low key. Like, I don't have a problem with Meek's music. I just don't know why he decided to go at Drake. He got killed. What's the biggest piece of advice you would give to aspiring rappers and musicians? I get that a lot, and I always give the same answer. Invest in yourself. There's certain things that everyone will tell you, like, you got to believe in yourself, you got to blah, blah, and I'm not sloughing any of that off, but you can get that a lot. I feel like not everyone tells you to invest in yourself because I feel like it takes a certain level of belief to invest in yourself. You can say, oh, I believe in myself, I'm going to be the best artist ever, but if you're not willing to go spend a couple $100 on the right equipment or whatever it may be to help your career along or do what you got to do, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, then do you really believe that? Or, why should someone else invest in you if you won't invest in you? Those type of things. So it's kind of a reality check. If you're willing to do that, then I think it's a step in the right direction, and then you just kind of continue that, or I think you just kind of continue that as you go, and it goes up a notch. Like, maybe the first thing is a $50 something, then the next thing is like a $150 microphone, then the next thing is like $1,000 computer, and like as you keep progressing, you keep building on that. Which song means the most to you? Gotta be My Foundation. That one's off Same Difference for those of you that don't know. First verse is directed toward my mom, second verse directed toward my dad. I remember writing that out, and I wrote it in Phoenix, and just even recording it, it was like definitely the song that I've written some personal stuff the last couple of years, but that one was definitely the most. And I was even questioning, I didn't even show it to him before it came out, and I was like, should I not? But yeah, that one would take the cake. What makes you get up and go in the mornings? A nice line of blow right off the laptop. No, I just got into coffee like a little bit. I hate it though. I don't even necessarily do it for like the energy. I like the energy. I'm always looking for shit to give me energy, but I do it more like I already have kind of a raspy voice. And so a lot of times it gets real bad where I get I get that all the time and I can't record. And so I started drinking coffee just as like an alternative to tea a little bit, like something hot to soothe the throat. Pause. And I don't know. I really should start drinking tea and just sucking it up, but it's just like tea's not lit, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, as far as energy goes, this dude Moe-T used to drink a bunch of Red Bull to get going. One of the places you need it the most is on tour. But I mean, yeah, Red Bull, Mountain Dew, coffee. I try to stay away from that stuff, but here and there you need it. What was your favorite moment from Common Ground Fest? Dope picture, by the way. That's with Cyrus at Common Ground. I'm assuming you were there. I mean, Common Ground was super tight overall. I'm just trying to think of like a moment. It was cool to be able to, you know, put Cyrus in front of a crowd there that knew his music and everything. That was tight to see. I don't know. I had a lot of fun that night. I got to meet a lot of people that I hadn't seen before at local shows and stuff that came out. Trying to think. Yeah, we had some people came up from Cleveland, came up to Lansing, Michigan for that. Some people came down from the UP, from the Upper Peninsula for that. Yeah, that was tight. Will Spec 16 stop anytime soon? Please don't, 'cause they fire. North Squirrel. No, they're not gonna stop anytime soon. We stopped them for a year, like back when we moved out to LA, just because we had a lot on our plate. But I think, especially now that we got Cyrus, to shoulder some of that as well, we're gonna just keep doing that for however long. You don't have to worry about that. Last question, favorite song of all time. But it's last question. But I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a little teaser of just. I'll play you a verse or something. From something I was working on the other day. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, I played a few joints off of there, or I played a few joints on there, just snippets. You can follow me at Packy Raps. But I think I played something of this on there. But anyways, favorite song of all time. The Light by Common is definitely one of my favorites. Favorite song of all time is so hard. Even favorite artist is tough for me. Geez. I don't know. I'll say The Light by Common right now, but it's hard for me to not throw a Kanye joint in there, Eminem joint in there. I mean, those are right there. But yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. All right. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna give you a little. Maybe I'll give you a whole 16 here. Let's do it hella straight. It's I just laid this down the other day. It's not mixed. It's not mastered. It's raw as hell. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I always say, I'm gonna try to keep up on this. Do this more often. And yeah, it's lit. Yeah, so I hope you guys fuck with that. I'm gonna be putting out some new music soon, I promise. Working on the next project. Sorry if that was hella loud. I turned it up. Moe-T told me it was good and I turned it up louder. My bad. I just look back and everyone's like ripping my ears. But yeah, shout out to Hova for the shirt and Mrs. Hova. Always appreciative. But yeah, be cool, guys. And I'll check you next time.